We begin here with President Obama, who says he's considering military action against ISIS in Syria, but he says there will be no attacks right away. This morning, many Republicans accuse the president of having no plan to deal with the terror group.
Secretary of State John Kerry will go to the Middle East next week. His job is to build a regional coalition willing to back military force in Iraq and possible attacks in Syria. Bill Plante's at the White House, where the president met last night with his top security aides. Bill, good morning.
Well, good morning. The expectation around here was building that the president was on the verge of ordering airstrikes against the Islamic militants inside Syria. So he made an unscheduled appearance Thursday to declare that the time is not yet right to strike ISIS, or as he calls it, ISIL.
We don't have a strategy yet.
After more than 100 airstrikes aimed at stopping the ISIS charge in northern Iraq, President Obama conceded that defeating militants there is not enough.
The violence that's been taking place in Syria has obviously given ISIL a safe haven there.
Before a 2-hour meeting with national security staff to consider options in Syria, the president told reporters that any U.S. response will require the use of force. But just as important, the support of both other nations in the Middle East and Congress.
In order for us to degrade ISIL over the long term, we're going to have to build a regional strategy. Now, we're not going to do that alone. There will be a military aspect to that, and it's going to be important for Congress to know what that is, in part because it may cost some money.
But he denied reports that any decision to carry the fight against ISIL into Syria was imminent.
The suggestion seems to have been that, we're about to go full scale on an elaborate strategy for defeating ISIL. And the suggestion, I guess, has been that we'll start moving forward imminently, and somehow Congress, still out of town, is going to be left in the dark. That's not what's going to happen.
Congressional Republicans were quick to criticize the president's remarks.
To have a press conference to say we don't have a strategy was really shocking, given the severity of the threat.
Well, White House officials then scrambled immediately after that news conference to explain that what the president meant was not that he didn't have an overall strategy, only that he was waiting for the military to develop a strategy for striking in Syria. Anthony?
Bill Plante at the White House. Thanks, Bill.